Midas, the man with the golden touch, a leader of a faction known as the Outlaws, and the father of marigold and jewels. So why am I bringing up Midas? Well, as you know, 5 days ago I made a Fortnite theory video about Dr. Sloan is coming back in the third act of Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown. And one of you commented 3 theories for me to discuss about, such as about Midas' possible return in the third act of Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, the vault that's currently being dug up in Fortnite OG, and of course, what is Jules working on, allowing us to turn the tides against the Dark Voyager in the third act of Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown. Well, I'm here to discuss these 3 theories. So, thank you, George K. 2011, for these 3 Fortnite theories for me to discuss, and let's get started, shall we? Let's first start with the first theory. Is it possible for Midas to come back in the third act of Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown? Well, considering that we were teased that Dr. Sloan is coming back, it may be a possibility that maybe it could happen to Midas as well. Because if Midas were to come back in the third act of Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, he has a lot of explaining to do. Because as you know, back in Fortnite Chapter 6 Season 3 Super, when we had to rescue Daigo from the Dark Presence, out of nowhere, Midas suddenly just vanished. And he even took the Portal Vault with him, a secret project that him and Hope were creating in hopes to secure the 0-point shard once we secure it from the Dark Presence. But then, out of nowhere, Midas again suddenly just disappeared, and he took the Portal Vault with him, losing our once and only chance to secure the 0-point shard once we retrieved it from the Dark Presence. Flash forward now to Chapter 7 Season 1, Pacific Break and Breakpoint, and Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown. And if you go to Painted Palms, you will see that Midas has his own cooking show, which shows a picture of him holding a golden drumstick titled The Golden Chef, which has 79 seasons. Which means Midas is still being mentioned, but he isn't not part of the story yet. But would it be possible for him to come back? It would be interesting that Midas would come back, but again, if he would to, he has a lot of explaining to do of why he just disappeared and why he took the Portal Vault with him during the events of Chapter 6 Season 3 Super. I mean, Midas didn't even return during the events of Chapter 6 Season 4 Shock and Awesome, or even in the Chapter 6 Season 5 live event, 0 Hour. That's right, Midas wasn't even there when we had to fight the Dark Presence. So, would it be possible for him to come back? I have no idea. We haven't got a trailer yet for the third act of Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, so if Midas were to appear in the trailer, it would be interesting to see him again, but just like as always, he has to have a different outfit and a different hairstyle. So, it would be cool to see Midas again, and maybe he could explain why he just suddenly just up and vanished during Chapter 6 Season 3. But we have to be patient and wait until an actual trailer for Chapter 7 Season 2's third act to come. That way we'll be able to see Midas in the trailer. But if not, it would still be interesting to possibly see him in the third act. Now let's move on to the second theory. The Vault in Fortnite OG. So currently in Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 8 OG, if you go to Loot Lake, you will see excavation sites, including dig sites, showing us that the vaulting event is about to happen and the vault is being dug up as we speak. Because if you go to one of these small excavation dig sites, you will see a metal floor right below the dirt, meaning that the vault is being dug up. Because you will see like lots of excavation sites of excavators, including a helicopter, meaning that the vault is about to be dug up, and we're about to get the vaulting event pretty soon. meaning we will see what's different in the vaulting event from the original one. But the only way for us to actually access the vault is for us to find the runes. As you know, the last time we went through the vaulting event, we had to find runes across the Chapter 1 island in order for us to access the vault during the vaulting event. So if it's going to be like the same thing, it would probably involve the runes allowing us to access the vault. That way we can see what's inside of the vault during the live event. And we'll see what the Dark Voyager wants for Fortnite OG's timeline in the vaulting event. But again, we have to wait until the vault is being fully dug up yet, because only a small portion of it was dug up. So we're going to have to wait until the rest of it is being dug up as we speak. Now to the third and final theory. What is Jules working on in order for us to turn the tides against the Dark Voyager? As you know, in a secret standard weekly story quest, when we had to collect 5 audio logs from Hope and Jones, one of the audio logs allowed us to hear a conversation between Hope and Jones about what is Jules working on, such as about their thoughts on the elites. And Hope tells Jones that Jules is working on something to help us turn the tides. And all of you may be wondering, what is she working on to help us turn the tides against the Dark Voyager? Well, as you know, in the cinematic trailer for the second act of Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, it showed Jules working on new weapons, such as the cubic rifle and the cubic SMG. Because as you know, those two weapons fire very powerful cubic energy. For the cubic rifle, you will shoot a giant mini explosive cube that does a ton of damage. Same thing for the cubic SMG, but it only causes damage when it makes contact with your opponent. So you better use it wisely when you actually get it. Because if you go to Fortnite Reload right now, you can even get those cubic weapons. Of course, you can still get the cubic rifle, but you can now get the cubic SMG. Because again, if you were to hit it on your enemies, it would cause a very cubic explosion, causing so much damage. Meaning that Jules was working on these new weapons in order for us to turn the tides against the Dark Voyager. But maybe that she will work on other weapons to help us turn the tides. Maybe even a cubic shotgun. That would be kind of cool to see. Or even a cubic sniper rifle. It'd be cool to see as well to help us to turn the tides against the Dark Voyager, since, as you know, in the Elite Stronghold in Reload, there are a lot of cubic ores that were being dug up by the Elites. Because the Elite Stronghold was a cubic mine field, allowing them to basically dig up lots of cubic ores around the entire base. Because that's not all. The Elite Stronghold even used to be an Imagined Order base as well, allowing them to access various things from the last reality, such as cube-type based ores, which allowed Jules to create the new weapons for us to use. So, that would mean that if they continue to make more cubic-based weapons, such as more cubic rifles, SMGs, or even maybe newer weapons for us to use and access, it'll be able to help us turn the tides against the Dark Voyager, allowing us to stop him from assembling the 0 point shards into one, and the Omniverse will be safe again. But we don't know what weapons she's going to work on, but if it is more cubic weapons, it's going to be amazing. So, yeah, that's it. That's what we're going to suspect in the third act of Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, and even the vaulting event that will happen pretty soon in Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 8 OG. So like I said, thank you all so much for watching this video. Comment down below what your favorite things to do in Fortnite, creativity, buying players, Fortnite Ballistic, Fortnite Reload, the arrival of Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 8 OG, Fortnite Save the World, and Fortnite Reload's newest map, the Elite Stronghold. Comment down below what your favorite moments in Fortnite Chapter 7 Season 2 Showdown, Fortnite Chapter 1 Season 8 OG, Fortnite Save the World, and Fortnite Reload's newest map, the Elite Stronghold. Comment down below what Fortnite theories you want me to discuss and debunk, and I'll gladly make more videos about them. Subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to turn on notifications so you won't miss any videos from me, and I'll see all of you in the next video. Bye!